Welcome everyone, Cliff from Advanced Diagnostics. We're going to concentrate on the verbiage that's written on the screen for this add key on a Ford. And in doing so, it's going to open up a broader topic. But let's start right here where it states you will need to have two keys available for programming to be successful. Do you want to continue? Yes or no? That can throw you off if you don't understand the full fundamentals of Ford when you're adding a key. What this actually says is you will need to have two keys available in the system. It's not the best in regards to the way it's written, and it has been changed since then. But the point that I want to make today is that if you understand the fundamentals of how Ford operates and how they've designed their system, you will have no problem in being able to move forward with any key programmer you have. And more importantly, you'll be able to troubleshoot issues because without a basic understanding of how the manufacturer designed their system, you will be lost at a given point because if you stay in the game long enough, and I certainly hope you do, you will run into issues. It would be very naive to think that you're going to program in hundreds of Ford keys, possibly thousands of them, without a hiccup. There will be situations where you're going to need to be able to match up vehicle behavior so that you can figure out what the programming issue is, or if it even is a programming issue, it may be vehicle related, which is many times the case. But learn the manufacturer's systems. What this is actually telling you is you will need to have two keys available in the system. That's how Ford designed it. So let's go over the basics. Ford has basically two functions, add or erase. When you're adding a key, there has to be two keys or more stored in the system. They don't physically have to be in hand. They just have to be stored within the system, and they will hold a max of 8 keys. So let's say you're at 7 keys. You can add an additional key, but if it's at 8 keys, you will need to erase all keys. So always check keys program. That's really important, and that's something that I see a lot of locksmiths skip. Check your key count. That is critical for your success. Form good fundamentals, and then it just becomes automatic pilot where you're always going to check it. You're not even going to think about it. Erase keys. You're erasing all keys from the system, and you're physically cycling in 2 keys to close the learn mode. And then you can take those 2 keys and add additional keys using the onboard procedure. Now, there is one exception to this, and that is the PATS-1 system. PATS-1 only needs 1 working key. So if you had a PATS-1 vehicle and you had a working key, you don't need a programmer. You will use the onboard procedure to add additional keys. You cannot use a programmer for that matter because there is no add a key. You only use a programmer when there's an all lost key situation. You hook up your programmer, you go into an 8-minute timeout, it erases all keys and programs in the key that's in the ignition at the time. And that's basically it for the fundamentals. Whenever you see a screen that looks like this and it says that there are 2 keys required, it does not mean that there are 2 keys required to add an additional key. It just means they have to be stored within the system in order to add that key. So make note of this. Learn how all these manufacturers have designed their systems. It's imperative to your success. And that is my message today. And it concludes our time together. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.